Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing an application of what we call a band treatment around the foundation of the house to keep unwanted insects or any insect out of the building. Uh, we're in basically this is carpenter ant haven here. This is probably the number one place on the planet for carpenter ants. We have to be very careful. We've had damage to the building already in past years where we'd have to remove sections of the building and replace it because the carpenter ants got in there. So it's very, very important here, and it's important where you live, most likely, to put a band treatment. What we're going to do is go around the whole foundation of the house, and we're going to come up 3 feet from the ground with a liquid application, and then on the ground, any natural areas that have mulch or stone, things like that, we're going to hit it with a granular. All right, so let's go do it. All right, so here you see a couple of carpenter ants. When you start seeing these guys wandering around, big black ants, these are carpenter ants. Once we start seeing them wandering around like this, it's time to do something about it. Now, the first thing I do is I go around and I just blow any dust and dirt and pollen, and dried up leaves and stuff off of the foundation, 3 feet up the wall and 3 feet out. Now, excuse me, I realize that this should have been washed, but just so I can do the video for today, we'll just blow it off. This is what I ended up using. I bought this at a big box store. Anybody can buy this. Sometimes I'll use professional chemicals, but this is big box store. This would be the professional alternate. This works a little bit better. I shouldn't say a little bit better. It works much better. But not everybody can you can't go to the store and buy this. You have to order it. Excuse me. Like anything any application you make, you have to apply it correctly. You can't over apply, you can't under apply. So flip it around back, open up the little book, pamphlet, whatever you want to call it in the back. Figure out what you're trying to apply. In this case, we're using a pump sprayer. What you're trying to apply and how you're trying to apply it. So we're using a pump sprayer. So we're going to look up here and it says half a fluid ounce to a gallon of water. So what I like to do is put half a gallon of water in the tank sprayer. This is a 1 gallon tank sprayer, inexpensive tank sprayer that I bought at a big box store years ago. Well worth it, well worth the money. I forget how much it cost. It was inexpensive, well worth the money. But yeah, so you measure out your chemical. In this case, it's half a fluid ounce. You notice the cover for the cap, I should say, for the chemical has a measuring cup on it, which is nice. Pour it in, rinse off the excess inside that cover, cap, whatever you like to call it, just rinse it out. And then I'll add the final half gallon of water. Always put a half of it first so the chemical doesn't sit in the bottom of the tank and stick to the bottom of the tank. Fill up give it a half, quarter, whatever you want. Just put some water in it first before you start. And then once you get the chemical in there, then just finish topping it off to the line, which is about here, on this sprayer. This is a 1 gallon sprayer. You can buy a 2 gallon if you want. They're inexpensive and they're fine. They're all plastic. They don't rot. So for this type of job, it's actually a very good choice. Obviously, we have to agitate it, shake it all up good, get the chemical and the water mixed together. We get a good mixture. And this is a manual pump sprayer, so you have to manually pump it up with pressure. Now, what I like about this sprayer is it has 3 different nozzle settings. It has the fan setting. It has a stream, which shoots a stream of liquid. It has a cone, which shoots a cone of liquid, like an ice cream cone. And I like the fan setting, which is basically like a straight line. It shoots like a straight line. You'll see it right here when I start spraying. And all you do is you just go right across the foundation. As far as the foundation goes till it hits the dirt or the ground. In this case, there is a patio here, a small little paver patio. So I can spray that as well. If it was a natural area like
Like a flower bed or something, you can't use this. You got to use granular. And I go over any openings that you see. And I went over the opening for the dryer vent, the filling vent for the oil tank, the faucet. Anywhere where there's a penetration through the ball, go around it, spray around it, just like that. Where I went around the fresh air intake for the fireplace. Because bugs, of course, that's how they get in your house is through openings. So make sure you go around any opening. Doors as well, door seals, windows. Especially, like I said, any opening conduit, the conduit comes out of the wall. That's how they're going to get in, is through those little cracks. So make sure you go around them. I like to go at least 3 feet from ground level up the wall. And I also like to do this. I like to squirt some underneath where the bottom of the siding meets the top of the foundation wall. They like to get in through that too. They get in through that. Any cracks, any crevices, that's where they get in. Like I said, go around the openings, like the door, garage door. You can't see it's out of frame a little bit, but I spray like a 2 feet in front of the door, 2 feet inside the garage, and the rest is just going around, moving around, and hitting all the foundation, basically from the siding down, and then maybe another 2 feet up.
As you can see here, and right across the bottom here, right up to the dirt, to the mulch, old mulch in this case. And I always like to put a little bit underneath, directly underneath, and I'll come up a little bit on the siding. This doesn't stain the siding, don't worry about it. And that gives me a good area. Now sorry about the weeds, but all the all this mulch here, this you can't spray this with the liquid. You have to use granular here. So I'll come in with some granular after I'm done with the liquid. Next time it rains, and it's not supposed to rain for another week or so. So next time it rains, the day before, I'll come in and I'll spread the 3 foot band from the foundation out 3 feet all around the house wherever there's mulch or plants. Okay, guys, well done. I went around the whole house. Like I said, I go around all openings, anything that's open, around doorways. Um, 3 feet up, 3 feet out if it's solid. If it's only solid on the walls, just go up 3 feet on the walls, and then the floor on the ground, you have to put granular. I can't put that down yet because we're not supposed to get rain for another week. That has to be watered in, and it's too much to walk around with a garden hose. So I'll just wait for the next real heavy rainstorm, and then I'll just put it out with a little hand spreader all around the foundation, cover about 2 or 3 feet, plenty. Yeah, so I went around the whole building. Don't have to worry about insects getting into my house for at least another 2 months. Maybe in 2 months I'll do this again, and then maybe 2 months later, and then we'll be into late fall, early winter. The insects pretty much all go underground. They all disappear around here in the winter. That's it. All done. That's as easy as it is. Thanks for watching. If you watched till the end here, if you're new, please consider subscribing. It would help me out. Give me a like. If you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.